So, as of recording this, it's the 1st of January 2014, so Happy New Year everybody, even though I'm probably going to upload this like 2 or 3 days after this, so expect this video 2nd, 3rd, 4th of January, something like that. But basically, yesterday I was outside lighting fireworks the entire day, and we slept over at my aunt's house. It was a busy night, busy day today, come home, have lots of Skype calls and bullshit. So basically, I'm kind of tired, and it's kind of been a long 2 days for me without barely any sleep, nice. So, yeah, here I am. It's 9 o'clock, January the 1st, and I'm recording a Let's Play episode 8. So yeah, let's do this. I figured, I don't know, I haven't really gotten any feedback on this yet, but do you guys like time lapses better than real-time footage or not? Because it doesn't really matter to me, but I do kind of want to do what people want to see. The only problem that I already see right now with this plan is that there's going to be a lot of lag. Yup. Nice, yeah. This is kind of unbearable. This is basically what I have to put up with the entire time. So you better just have lots of respect for me, lots of respect, and very much +1s, because this is very hard work that I'm doing here for you. There's not a lot of lag in here. It depends on the direction of the camera, you know, because if I face that way with all the buildings and shit, the game goes berserk. But if I face that way and go a little bit over here, zoom in a little bit, game's almost fine, almost, not quite, because I can see a 20 FPS mark, max 21, minimum 16, 15, oh no, it's 23, 25, oh good, good. So anyway, let's get to work here. Yeah, just some quick path work, might as well make a little bit of a tutorial of it. So this is how you make paths. Lots of people have been asking me, how do you make paths, you're so good at it, and I'm like, yeah, just be Silvarret, good at my shit. No, but, yeah, you can't explain that. It's hard to do it, because, I don't really know what I should say. Like, if somebody would ask me in real life on how do I make good paths, I'd just be like, oh, you take a path set and you place them on the ground, and bam. But, yeah, that's basically how clueless I am. I just mess around, really. Like, there's so many people who think that I am serious when it comes to Roller Coaster 3. I am not. Roller Coaster 3 is just one creative thing that I like to do, but 99% of the time I'm just messing around, and I always just hope for the best. And as of now, with this park, it's turning out quite nice, so I'm happy it does. But there's nothing planned about this. I'm just messing around. Same goes for these paths, but the thing is, I do have lots of experience. Way too much. I mean, lots of experience, it's not even possible. Lots of experiences. So much experience. Very Roller Coaster 3. So amazed. But yeah, basically what I wanted to say, I have a lot of experience, and that's basically how you get good at this, doing random shit. You just have to know what you kinda can do and what you can't do. That's all there is to it. It's not something secret. It's not something you can learn in particular. It's just getting used to the game, knowing what you can do with certain stuff. I know this sounds very vague and probably not even helpful at all, but that's how it is. I mean, I've been playing this game for, I think it came out in 2004, and that's when I got it, so almost 10 years. And yeah, I've built up quite a lot of experience in that time. I know that I started my YouTube channel somewhere in January or February in 2010, so that's about 4 years as well. So yeah, I've been in this for quite a while. Although I would say that there are lots of people who are, well, better than me. That's all I think. You know, the thing with Roller Coaster 3, I wouldn't say that there's a certain good or bad of which you can really say, okay, that's good and that's bad, because it's, of course, it's subjective, it's an opinion, and it differs to everybody. but there's also lots of different styles and ways people can be creative within this game. It's like comparing apples with pears. It's what they say in Holland. It's basically you can't compare that, especially with Roller Coaster 3, when you've got people creating parks, you've got people creating tracks, you've got people creating fireworks stuff. Pyrotechnics is actually quite a big thing in here. People making the custom scenery and CTRs, let's not forget about those. And yeah, lots of talented people in this community, and you can't just say this guy is better than the other one, or girl, because there are a few girls. I think because everybody's good in their own right. So everybody is good. Everybody is a winner. Everybody's a king at this game. You're all awesome if you subscribe to me, by the way. Back to this. If I would just do paths in here, it would be kind of boring. So I want to have some buildings in there. But I can always do that later on. So let's forget about that. Although I would like to do some diagonal buildings in here, so I'll just leave this like that. I won't add any other path work to that. Oh well, I could add some full tile things, except they're only on full tile placement. That kind of sucks. But basically what I'm planning here, well, not really planning, what I'm hoping I can maybe pull off is a series of small buildings in here, like I did with, what's it called again, Buzzard, for example. Yeah, I guess that could work out. So yeah, this is it for the paths. And by the way, with paths, always make sure to have these curves, little curves like these. Always make it look a little bit like less like it's on the grid, and less like it's a stupid game, and more like it's actually real life. Because who's ever seen straight paths in real life? I mean, come on. And then there are the details. Details are important. Look at this. I'm using alpha paths. All right. Let me. Well, no, I'll keep it on. Basically, what I do is I take this brown little color thing, blah 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 blah, brush it all over the place so it looks all cool. And over there, I think I've missed a few spots. Yeah, in here. And then I go to the sides and add a little bit of this darker soil texture. I mean, it's not that much of a difference, but it adds a little bit of that idea that there is a, well, edge kind of thing. Also, it adds the idea of a shadow, ambient occlusion things. Because I don't have ambient occlusion, and I need to come up with little tricks to make some contrast in places where you don't necessarily have contrast. So yeah, you can do that like that. You can see the effect very subtly. Oh wait, that's a bit too extreme there. And then the second step would be borders, because I will not leave these paths just like this. I want some stone borders in between, so these look extra like they're sidewalks things. I mean, they're not really sidewalks because this is not really a road. I digress. I need some planters for that. Shy Guys planters. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys, in all the time that I've been on YouTube, this is probably one of the most requested things. What do I use for the borders of my paths? Well, here it is. Shy Guys planters. Great set. There's also planners too. Also great set. Shy Guys, great guy. Okay, that's it for the shoutouts. And it's got all the pieces that path cover set had, or rather that path cover set had all the pieces that this one has, because this is probably one of the oldest sets that I use. I know that Shy Guys sets are generally pretty old, and this one is like one of the Stone Age of Roller Coaster 3, but it's still great. Let's see. The A and B diagonal straight curves are always kind of tricky to work with, but they look good, so I would really recommend you using them. The lag is not all that bad. So yeah, that's, get out of the way, fucking damn piece of shit. Now, lights. Let's see. Vothin, whatever he's called. I think he's a German guy. However you pronounce it, whatever. He has some cool lights in Vothin's light set. Oops, I forgot a little tile in here. Let's hope nobody ever sees that. They won't see it unless you show it. Just leave it. No, but I'll get back to that later. He has some cool lights like these, and they're pretty swell, so I placed them in my parks because Vothin is a cool guy like that. And they kind of fit the classical theme in a way. I don't know how I think so, but they're cool. Whatever. Let's get back to planners because this just hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes whenever I see something like that. Ugh. So yeah. Now there's a few things left to do. First of all, we go to benches. Here. Vothin's bench kit. There he is again. There he is again. He has some nice little benches. And we're going to place one of those here. And here. So people can look at the coaster. And here. Because when it comes to furniture, bath furniture, especially when you have a classical theme, there cannot be enough benches. I repeat, there cannot be enough benches. Never. Ever. Just like there cannot be enough ground shrubbery, there's never enough benches. I mean, go to Paris, there's benches everywhere. It's pretty much bench fest in here. And whenever you got a boring path and you don't know what to do to make it a little bit nicer, just throw benches all over the place. You know, it's one of those easy fixes for anything. Ah, oh, benches, I love you. Almost as much as ground shrubbery. I don't know how you pronounce this one, but they're all nice, so it doesn't really matter which one you take. I just want to make sure that I take one bench for the entire park, except for a few picnic places or stuff, but that should be kind of, you know, common sense. You shouldn't have the same bench like 10,000 times in one park, that's kind of ridiculous. Alright, now the last thing, and this is, well, it's second to last thing. It's last thing when it comes to paths. It's, well, if you do it like I do, ye old brick. Because thou shalt not walk on a path without bricks, because bricks are fucking fancy. That's why. Oh, I love this texture. Now this is glitching, but screw that. That's not a problem. Nobody's going to notice. So yeah, I'm too lazy to fix that and look for the right piece. Okay, so that's basically how you make a path. Now there's one tiny thing I need to do. Fences. You must never leave your paths without fences, because that's just stupid. Like, people could just walk to the coaster over here, be like la 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 la, commit suicide, seppuku all over the place, explosions, everybody dies and nobody's happy. So you don't want that to happen. So get Station Gym's fencing, guys. Station Gym's fencing, where you at? Here it is. It has some swell fences in it, and here's a cool wall, and it's all cool, and it has a brick texture, and once again it conforms to the paths and Shy Guys planners, and it all conforms, and everybody's happy. So where's the damn piece? Diagonal B? Ah yeah, that works. I don't want to be using the same fences all over the place, because that gets boring. You shouldn't do that. Always mix them up a little, because I've got this wooden like fence in here, which is pretty cool, and then the combination fence in here with Shy Guys planners 1 and 2 and other stuff, and this cool little medieval battlement thing which I used for that. It still looks pretty cool though. But again, I digress. Diagonal wall. I always listen to music usually when I play Roller Coaster 3. Well, not always. Usually, like I said, I listen to music, random mixes of EDM and stuff that I usually put in my Let's Play episodes for the time lapses. That's the kind of music I listen to as well. And sometimes pop music. I don't really like modern day pop music. I'm more talking about rock from the 80s, 70s, 90s. 90s, I love the 90s. And yeah, just a few tracks nowadays. There's just a few artists that release tracks these days that I like. I mean, U2 is kind of cool. Who else is cool? Well, nobody. No, just some One Day Flies that are always cool. Trainers, okay. And Adele is actually her songs are really good. The only problem is that people play it too much. People get too obsessed over it. I mean, it's good music, but it's still pop music, so it's still commercial stuff. It's still like a product, basically. But then again, it's a good product. But fences. Oh, this is nice. See, this is this one fence around this part with the coaster. Looks pretty cool. Same fence all around. The only problem with this fence set is that you have separate walls and wall posts, so it takes a little bit more work, so it takes a little bit more time, and if you're a lazy ass, you probably don't want to use this set. But I'm going for the final result, so I'm using this set just because it looks nice. I mean, the fact that it has separate walls and wall posts also makes it a little bit better, because you can use it for different things. You can be creative with it and use the posts for buildings. I think I've used that. I think I've done that before. And also use the walls as edges for buildings and stuff. I mean, the best thing in Roller Coaster 3 to do, what's wrong with this by the way, is just to come up with your own ideas on how to use a set, because really you don't have to use a set the way the creator told you to. Actually, I think most creators of custom scenery like to see people use their sets in a creative way. So yeah, just see what you can do with sets and think outside the box is also a tip I would give. So yeah, that's the fence. Is there anything else I still need to do? You know what? We haven't had a time lapse yet. I can do that. So.
to the ocean floor, fading light through an open door. Saw myself rise with the water. And they thought they could keep me down, hold their breath and watch me drown, but all they did is push me higher. We don't care what they say, we will be here all day. We'll stay until it's over, till the world's out of sight. We will stand, we will fight, it's not over till it's over. Through the nights in the rain, through the time and the pain, the stand will never fall. And then at the end of it all, we will win, we will chant, it's not over till it's over.
Carrying coffins.
Alright, so this part of the park is now finished, and I had planned on making a little farm-ish windmill thing, and I guess I kind of succeeded in that. It's a little bit over the top, I guess, because there's a temple and a little, I don't even know what the fuck that building is thing, but all in all it looks pretty cool, and with foliage around it and other stuff, I think it should be alright. And now the camera is glitching. I don't know what the hell this thing's thinking. Oh, lag spike. Thanks for that. But yeah, so basically I took like over 20 minutes to do this episode, so hope you enjoy this one. You've probably waited too long for this one as well. But I need to keep my episodes on around 10 minutes, so I should, yeah, I'll pay attention to that in the future. But for now, this is it for this episode, and see you next one. Bye.